Picture this. You're off the ship, sun on your face, when a smooth-talking stranger offers a deal that sounds too good, because it is. Uncover the 6 deadliest cruise port scams preying on unsuspecting travelers, and arm yourself with the tips to outsmart them every time. All right, let's get into the countdown. We're starting from number 6 and working our way to the absolute worst offender at number 1. For each one, I'll explain exactly what the scam is, how it works to trick you, why it's such a dangerous ripoff. Beyond just losing money, it can ruin your day or even put you in harm's way, and most importantly, how to avoid falling for it. I've got real-world examples from popular ports like Cozumel, Nassau, and Barcelona to make this hit home. Think of this as your personal shield against port predators. Number 6, the closed attraction scam. Hey, have you ever hopped into a taxi at the port, eager to hit that famous landmark, only for the driver to shake their head and say, "Oh no, it's closed today for renovations"? That's the closed attraction scam in action, and it's sneaky because it preys on your FOMO, fear of missing out, while steering you straight into a trap. What it is, scammers, often posing as helpful taxi drivers or tour guides right outside the cruise terminal, will claim your desired destination, like the Colosseum in Rome or Chichen Itza in Mexico, is shut down for the day due to maintenance, a holiday, or some made-up event. Instead, they'll suggest an alternative spot that's just as good or even better, like a nearby shop, restaurant, or lesser-known site. But here's the twist. That alternative is usually a place where they get a fat commission for bringing in tourists. You end up overpaying for junk souvenirs, subpar food, or a tour that's nothing like what you wanted. Why it's a scam and harmful? It's not just about wasting your time and money, though you could easily drop $50 to $100 on unnecessary detours. This scam disrupts your entire port day, potentially causing you to miss out on real experiences you've planned. In worse cases, it leads to isolated areas where pickpocketing or more aggressive sales tactics happen. Travelers have reported feeling trapped in shops with locked doors until they buy something, turning a fun outing into a stressful ordeal. Ports like Istanbul and Bangkok are hotspots for this, where drivers might even tamper with meters or take longer routes to inflate fares along the way. How to avoid it? Always double-check attraction statuses yourself before leaving the ship. Use your phone's data or the cruise app for real-time updates. Book taxis through official apps like Uber, where available, or the port's regulated stands, and agree on a fare up front if there's no meter. If a driver pulls this line, politely insist on going to your original spot anyway, or hop out and find another ride. Pro tip, download offline maps like Google Maps to navigate independently if things go south. Let's chat about a real story to drive this home. I remember hearing from a couple on a Mediterranean cruise who docked in Athens. They told their taxi driver they wanted to see the Acropolis. Closed for a festival, he said, and whisked them to a secret olive oil shop instead. They spent an hour fending off pushy sellers, bought overpriced oil they didn't want, and missed the Acropolis entirely. Turns out it was open all day. Lesson learned, trust but verify. Moving on, because we've got more ground to cover. Number 4, the fake excursion offer. Okay, picture this. You're fresh off the gangway, map in hand, no solid plans, and suddenly a charismatic local approaches with a laminated brochure promising the best deal on a snorkeling trip or city tour at half the price of the cruise line's options. Sounds tempting, right? Welcome to the fake excursion scam, where what you get is far from what you pay for. Unofficial tour operators swarm cruise ports, offering discounted excursions like beach days, ATV rides, or historical walks. They'll quote prices way below the ship's organized tours, claiming they're local experts or have exclusive access. But once you pay up, always in cash, of course, the experience is often overcrowded, unsafe, or non-existent. Boats might lack life jackets, guides might disappear mid-tour, or you'll be herded into commission-based shopping stops instead of the promised sites. Why it's a scam and harmful? Beyond just the financial hit, losing $20 to $100 per person, this can be downright dangerous. Unregulated operators might use faulty equipment, leading to accidents or strand you without transportation back to the ship, risking you missing sail-away time, and that's a whole other nightmare, involving expensive catch-up flights. It's especially bad in ports like Jamaica or Mexico, where reports of muggings during these tours aren't uncommon.
Plus, no insurance means you're on your own if something goes wrong, unlike cruise-booked excursions that often guarantee your return. How to avoid it? Stick to excursions booked through your cruise line or reputable third-party sites like Viator or TripAdvisor with verified reviews. If you're tempted by a dockside deal, ask for licenses, insurance proof, and references. Real operators won't mind. Pay with a credit card if possible for chargeback protection, and never hand over full payment up front. Also, check online forums like Cruise Critic for port-specific warnings before disembarking. One vivid example? A family on a Caribbean cruise in St. Martin grabbed a cheap catamaran snorkel tour from a guy at the port. The boat was rickety, no snacks as promised, and they ended up at a murky spot instead of the clear reefs. Worse, the captain demanded extra for fuel surcharges midway. They made it back, but barely. Definitely not the relaxing day they envisioned. All right, halfway through our list. Hang in there. These tips could save you big time. Number 4, the photo scam. Who doesn't love a quick snap in a scenic port? But beware the photo scam, where a seemingly helpful stranger turns your smile into a shakedown. What it is, a friendly local, or sometimes a costumed character, offers to take your photo with your phone or camera against a beautiful backdrop, like the Eiffel Tower in Paris or a beach in the Bahamas. After snapping a few, they either demand payment for their service or, in a twist, use the moment to distract you while an accomplice pick your pocket. Evolved versions involve them handing you props, like a hat or flower first, then claiming you owe for using them. Why it's a scam and harmful? It's a low-stakes entry, but it can escalate quickly. You might lose $10 to $50 in tips, but the real danger is theft. Phones, wallets, or jewelry gone in seconds. In crowded ports like Venice or Rio, this distraction tactic has led to thousands in losses for tourists. It preys on your politeness, making you feel obligated, and can sour your mood for the rest of the day. How to avoid it? Politely decline offers and take selfies or ask fellow tourists instead. If someone insists, say no thank you firmly and walk away. Keep valuables secured in zipped pockets or bags and use phone leashes. In high-risk areas, travel in groups to watch each other's backs. A quick tale? A solo traveler in Barcelona had a nice guy offer to photograph her with the Sagrada Familia. While she posed, his buddy swiped her backpack. She lost her passport and cards. Talk about a vacation killer. Number 3, the free gift or bracelet scam. The classic freebie that isn't free at all. This one's as old as tourism but still catches cruisers off guard. What it is, a vendor approaches with a gift, a bracelet, flower, or trinket, saying it's for good luck or welcome to our country. They might even tie it on your wrist while chatting. Then, surprise, they demand payment, often aggressively, claiming it's not free or guilting you into buying more. Why it's a scam and harmful? It exploits kindness, turning a friendly interaction into confrontation. You could pay $5 to $20 to escape, but in groups it becomes intimidating. Ports like Marigot or the Caribbean see this leading to harassment or theft if you resist. It's harmful because it erodes trust in locals and can make you wary of genuine interactions. How to avoid it? Refuse firmly with no thank you and keep walking. Don't let them touch you or your stuff. Shop at established stores, not street hawkers, and research fair prices beforehand. Storytime? In Nassau, a cruiser accepted a free beaded necklace only for the guy to block her path, demanding $15. She paid to avoid a scene, but felt shaken. Number 2, the "Do you remember me" scam? This one's personal and creepy. Scammers act like old friends to lower your guard. What it is, a local approaches saying, "Hey, don't you remember me? I work on your ship, in the dining room or bar." They'll name-drop details like your cruise line to seem legit, then ask for a loan or guide you to a shop for commission. Why it's a scam and harmful? It builds false rapport, leading to money requests or distractions for theft. Harmful emotionally, as it makes you question everyone, and financially if you fall for it. Common in ports like Grand Cayman. How to avoid it? If you don't recognize them, say so and disengage. Ship staff rarely mingle off-ship like this. Example, a passenger in Cozumel reunited with a waiter who led her to a jewelry store and pressured to buy. Number 1, taxi scams. Topping our list, the infamous taxi scam because it's everywhere and hits hard. What it is, fake or dishonest drivers overcharge via no meters, long routes, or extra fees. They might say the meter is broken or claim traffic warrants more pay. Why it's a scam and harmful? Losses of $50 plus safety risks in unvetted cabs. In ports like Miami or Long Beach, it's rampant. How to avoid it? Use official taxis, apps, or pre-arranged rides. Agree on fares up front. Story? In Rome, a family paid triple for a scenic route. Whew, there you have it. The 6 cruise scams you need to watch for at every port. From taxi tricks to free freebies, staying alert can save your wallet and your sanity. Remember, the key is planning ahead, trusting your gut, and sticking to verified options. If you've got a scam story or tip, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more travel smarts. Safe sailing, everyone. Your next adventure awaits, scam-free.